Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Peep Squad. Hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Kenya Moore, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12. It is going down. Kenya Moore is the topic of the day. She has been the topic because people are trying to figure out why Kenya Moore and Mark Daly are calling it quits and getting a divorce after only 2 years and a year after Brooklyn was born. Like, sometimes it goes down that way. Sometimes people break up and it's over, but I don't know if actually Kenya Moore and Mark Daly are actually going to go through with the divorce, because sometimes people say things out of the heat of the moment, sometimes their tension. Then also Kenya Moore just, really had a baby, you know what I mean? So she could be going through some postpartum depression. She could be feeling a certain type of way because now she's working, she's raising her daughter on her own, it seems like, because Mark Daly is out in New York doing his thing, taking care of his business, and Kenya Moore is actually in Atlanta taking care of her business and doing what she needs to do and film too as well. So they have called it quits, but Kenya Moore is still moving on and she's still moving forward, and she looks fabulous while she's doing it. She has been on Instagram posting that she is in Greece filming with the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast, and she looks absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and she's still moving on. She's still trucking. So no matter what, if you're getting a divorce, you break up in your relationship, or your relationship is over, you still got to look beautiful. You still got to take care of yourself. You still got to get up in the morning. You still got to raise your baby. You got to raise your children. So she's continuing on to do what she needs to do to basically secure a future for herself and her daughter by working. And she's down with the working moms, and she may even be a single working mom, which it seems like it's gonna be. But we see baby Brooklyn and we see PJ chilling in Greece, having a good time. They with their mamas, and on top of that, like, these young babies are bi-coastal. They be traveling, they be doing the damn thing. So Brooklyn is bi-coastal. She be in New York, she be in Atlanta, Georgia, and wherever else Kenya Moore goes, that is where baby Brooklyn is going. These babies look beautiful. I was like, OMG, Portia daughter PJ look just like her father, baby, just like her father. But right now, Mark Daly and Kenya Moore are agreeing to separate and go their separate ways for now. But we're going to see what happens with this situation. But a lot of people are speculating and also assuming that Kenya Moore and Mark Daly actually broke up because, Kenya Moore is tired of being a single mom and she needs some help and support. And Mark Daly basically doesn't want to be on TV, and he feels like, there's too much attention going towards him and his family, and he doesn't want his former wife and his former children to be, in the media, or their lives be invaded by, fans of Real Housewives of, Atlanta, and also Bravo, and just people in general. So it is what it is. I don't know what Mark Daly signed up to. He knew that when he signed up to marry Kenya Moore, that she was on TV. She's been on TV. She is on TV. And she does like attention. Who doesn't like attention? And then on top of that, she's on a show that a lot of people love, a lot of people watch, a lot of people been watching for years. So I don't know how he think that his life was going to be private. I have no idea. He knew what he signed up to, but even though Mark Daly didn't really want to be on the show, it is what it is. But Kenya Moore actually took a year off the show to focus on her marriage and then focus on, conceiving and getting pregnant. So she gave in. She did what she's supposed to do. Now it's time for Mark to actually be a part of Kenya Moore's life, and part of Kenya Moore's life is being on reality TV. And if he didn't want to be on reality TV, and he didn't want people to know his personal business, to know about his former wife, his children, then he should have never, signed up for the situation. He signed up for the gig. But people are also speculating that Kenya Moore and Mark Daly got into an argument at Wimbish. He was hosting a event, and basically it is alleged that Mark Daly went over to Eva husband Michael Sterling and basically confirmed, and basically he was voicing his opinion on the situation, and he felt a certain type of way about Kenya Moore, that she was spoiled, that she's seeking attention, she's always stunting, and basically he was being negative towards Kenya Moore. And actually someone heard the situation. It was none other than Marlo Hampton. She heard, and she went and told the other ladies. And if Mark Daly know, like we know right now, it doesn't seem like Kenya Moore is actually really getting along that well with Eva Marcel, but they are cordial in public and they can be at the same event at the same damn time. So him confiding in Michael Sterling wasn't a good situation. He should have confided in himself or to somebody else that wasn't on the show, because, you know, that's going to be used for the show. And, you know, Kenya Moore probably told him, hey, listen, don't tell our personal business. Don't tell what's going on with us on these cameras, because these people will pick and pick and pick and try to make something out of nothing. So people are alleged that Kenya Moore and Mark Daly got into a huge argument at this event. Then right after that, you know, the announcement came that Kenya Moore and Mark Daly are separating and getting a divorce. You guys tell me what you think. And also, a lot of the blogs today are saying that Kenya Moore is now the star of Real Housewives of Atlanta, since, you know, she's getting a divorce from Mark Daly. So now she's going to get her peach. And, you know, the cameras are focusing on her, and Bravo has made her a full-time cast member and not a friend of the show. I was like, I always thought that Kenya Moore, when she came back to Real Housewives of Atlanta for season 12, that she had a peach. You know what I mean? Like, how could she not have a peach and Eva Marcel have a peach? Eva Marcel's storyline, no matter how much Eva Marcel's put out there about her storyline, her ex, and, you know, the baby daddy situation and being broke and, you know, having a relationship with a woman in LA, all of that stuff really wasn't even interesting about Eva Marcel. So I can't believe this. Like, you guys tell me what you think. This is what they're saying. I believe Kenya Moore got a peach when she signed back up for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12. But so people are saying so much negative things about Kenya Moore. They're saying negative things about Mark Daly. They're saying that Mark Daly's actually in New York and he has, you know, some boo things out there, that he's actually been seeing other women out there. And they're also saying that Kenya Moore is very negative and she's childish, and that's why Mark Daly wanted to move on from her. I was like, okay, he didn't know that when he first met her. He didn't know that while he was in a relationship with her. He didn't know that while she was going through IVF. He didn't know that. It doesn't make any sense. And you know, the other rumors that allegedly that Kenya Moore done paid Mark Daly to marry her and, you know, have children with her and all this other stuff. I don't believe that, because she can have found anybody else, somebody that would be next to her 24/7, and that'll be it. You know what I mean? Like, why get a man that won't even live in the same household? And then how can you be married and not want to live with your wife or your husband? How does a marriage work out like that when you are separate? You're supposed to wake up together, go to sleep together, take care of the baby together, especially when the baby cries, go on a doctor's appointment, especially if this is Kenya Moore's first child, even though it's not Mark Daly's first child, but it is what it is. Like, he should be there more supportive, because he's been down this road before with having children, so he knows the things to do, and he knows how to raise children because he has raised his own children. And I don't believe he's a deadbeat daddy, because if he was a deadbeat daddy to his other children, I don't believe Kenya Moore would have actually married him and had a baby by him. But the thing is, so many people put so much emphasis on, you gotta be married, especially if you're on these reality TV shows, or you gotta have a child, and they almost make you feel like some of the cast members, that if you're not married and you don't have children, there's something wrong with you. And also, Kenya Moore is 48, I believe. 48 is not young. It's not a spring chicken to have a baby and take care of a baby and work at the same time. It's not like she's in her 20s or her 30s. She looked damn good. She looked like she could be 30 or 20 or 28 or whatever the case may be. But, you know, she's not a sprung chicken, so she needs support. And I don't believe that she has family support to help her raise her children and be there. And I don't believe Kenya Moore would hire a stranger to help her with her children. You see, she done took her daughter to Greece, but she's doing the damn thing, and she's going to move forward regardless. She got her baby. She had a husband for a little bit, so it's over. Sometimes people break up to make up. Sometimes people just break up, point blank, period. Sometimes you can think that you're in love with somebody, you want to be with somebody, then you often realize, this is not the relationship for me, because I'm not happy. You know, and it's just like, if Kenya Moore would have went and, you know, got a sperm donor, or if she would have went to a facility in a clinic to be fertilized without a husband, people would judge her. It's like she can't win any way it goes. With Mark Daly, oh, it's a fake marriage, it's not real, and, you know, he's hired help. And then if she would have went and just said, you know what, I want to be a mom, and went to a clinic in a facility to get, you know, pregnant, people would be be saying, oh, she can't even get a man, she's this, she's that. Then people throwing it at her, oh, you don't have any children, so you can't talk. Oh, you ain't this, you ain't that. So no matter what you think, no matter what you say, with Kenya Moya's situation, it's like she can't win from losing. So only thing she can do is be happy and move forward, and Mark Daly move forward and do his thing. But you know, a man living separately from a woman, men are more quick to have, you know, extramarital affair, especially if they're in another city and you don't know what's going on, and they're living in their own apartment, they're living in their own house, their own penthouse, their own condo, and they're going to work back and forth. And Mark is a very good looking guy. So I'm pretty sure that people and women are throwing their underwears at him. So it is what it is with that situation. And you know, sometimes men have sex with other women, but they don't, it's just sex, you know what I'm saying? But like, I wouldn't believe that my husband will be faithful to me while he's in another city. And that is what it is. When we just got married, you just had a baby, you somewhere else, I'm over here struggling with the baby, working too at the same time, and you out there living a single daddy life. Come on. It is what it is. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. I'm like, Peace. I'm out. One love.